Hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a mom to 4. I love to homeschool, I love to read books, and those are the two things I share the most on this channel. So thank you for stopping by. Today's video is more of a homeschooling video. I want to talk about what we have been doing this current summer to keep my son up on his phonics and reading skills between kindergarten and first grade. So we'll talk a bit about that. But second thing I'm going to do is do a massive book haul from Usborne. I am not a consultant. I just tend to, at the beginning of every school year, host an Usborne party so that I can pick up all the different activity books that I need and want for this upcoming school year. So I love doing that. It's an excellent way to kind of stock up. So I will share what I stocked up on with you at the end of this. But let me start with my son. So what I created was a bit of a basket idea. So this past year we used Logic of English Foundations A and B. And so we'll do C and D this upcoming year for first grade, but I didn't want him to lose all of those different phonogram sounds or all those different high frequency words. And so what I did was I created a basket, and this is what we do most every day. So there's really 3 things in here. What I have in here is our phonogram cards. So we have flashcards and game cards from Logic of English. Anything in here we have already covered. So all of these different phonograms we covered in A and B. And then we have all the different games. If we want to play like a memory game, go fish game, like an Uno type game, we just use some of these, and it's based on the phonogram sounds. So I have these in here. The other thing I have in here is my little bucket of high frequency words. And so with Logic of English, it doesn't really use sight words, but it uses high frequency words that he already has the skills to sound out, like count. So he knows the OU sound. So he can sound all these out, but the idea is that if he sees it enough, he'll start to kind of have muscle memory on them, and he won't have to sound out every sound. He'll recognize it. And so that's what these are for, and there's a number of different games associated with these. If you saw my review, which if you didn't, I'll link it above, I reviewed Logic of English, and I love the fact that there's a lot of games associated. So none of these things I came up with on my own. These all were kind of already a part of the curriculum, and I'm just extending it into the summer. So usually I do either high frequency words or we do some sort of game with the phonograms. And then we do readers. So depending on how he's doing, we pick up either 1 or 2 readers. And we have the Bob books that are associated with the program. So the program comes with a big list that says which Bob books he should be able to read. So a lot of them are the level 1 or the collection 1 and some of the collection 2 at this point. So I pulled all those out and I put them in here so we knew that we could pick any of those. I also have the Usborne very first reading set. So My First Library, I believe it's called. And I got this for Christmas. This was not part of my Usborne haul, but I love Usborne, and these are fantastic little readers. They're the kind that you read with them, and so you read the side, sorry, I don't know if you can see this. So the parent will read the small words, and then the student will read the bigger words. And so it makes the stories more interesting, and it makes them kind of flow faster. And so he really does enjoy these, and they're all very fun and more clever than some of the standard readers. And so I have really enjoyed these. So I did, again, I pulled out the ones that I knew he had the skills to read, and I put them in our basket, and we've just been cycling through them. So we try and do this every Monday through Friday as much as we can. We've done pretty good this summer so far, and he hasn't forgotten anything. So my hopes are when we start again end of July, that we can kind of be seamless into the Foundation C, that we won't have to do a ton of review and catch up. So that is my basket. So now, into the fun book haul. I got a number of things, and I'm very excited about all of them. Lots of them, most of them are activity books. Activity like stickers or folding. I want to be able to use a lot of these activity books when I'm reading aloud any of the things we need to read aloud for the day. So even if it's like science or history or morning time basket, they have these accessible to them, and they can play with them and use the sticker books or whatever while they're listening. And I got a number of activity books that I can last it the whole year. So I could just kind of bring out another one once they finish up what they have, but they're not going to just get them all at once, if that makes sense. I'll bring them out throughout the year. So that's my plan. I also picked up a few things for the twins. I picked up some math ones, some other reference books, some dinosaur books. So it's really, really fun. So I'm just gonna flip you around. Instead of just talk about it, I'll flip you around, I'll show you all the books. Okay, like I said, I got a number of activity books, so many good ones. So I'm just gonna do a quick flip through for you. Nothing too big, nothing too long. So I picked up a couple of these color and pop-up books. I got a monsters one for my son, a mermaids one for my daughter, and they get to color it. And then there are these extra things that pop up and that you get to attach. So those looked really fun. I think they will both enjoy those activity books. I picked up some folding ones. So I picked up an origami folding. So this will be fun. I think my daughter in particular will like this, but maybe my son because he's more precise. But if we're not ready for that, we'll hold off on that. I also got these little fortune tellers. I'm not sure if they will like these or not, but I thought they were really cute. And I remember doing this as a kid, so I picked these up so they might be able to kind of play with those together. I picked up 2 of these fold and fly books, paper spaceships, as well as this pterosaurus one. And so these we love. We've picked up the airplane one before, and so I know he already likes them. Basically, they have different patterns and different instructions for each of those patterns, and then you look on here and you see what color it is. See, that's a purple pattern. And then you follow that instruction to build your spaceships or to build your pterosauruses. I also picked up a pencil and paper games book, which I don't know, this just kind of looked fun to sit around and do. I don't know if this would be more something I'd have to play with him or my husband. I don't know if they're old enough to play together, but it looked really cute. Here's one my daughter will love, a cut out paper dolls. She's gonna love this. She just doesn't know about it yet. And so you get the cutouts and the paper doll. She's going to really like that. This is also for my daughter. It's a step-by-step drawing book to learn how to draw pirate ships, crocodiles, elephants, penguins, robots. And they can either use this or use a separate piece of paper. I'll probably have her use a separate piece of paper because then the other kiddos can use this and it won't be consumed. But that's really fun. We've bought these in the past as well. It's 1001 Bugs to Spot sticker book. And so you look through here and there's like 10 houseflies and you have to find them all. And once you find them all, then you go back here and you get the sticker for that page and you put it right here to say that you have found all 10 houseflies or other bugs. And so I got the bug one for my son and the sea one for my daughter, or they probably will use both. I picked up a number of these bigger ones, like so a build your own space warrior, build your own superhero for my son. And so it has all the stickers in the back, and then in the front it has kind of the instructions for building your own space hero. So those, and then my daughter likes these sticker doll dressing books, so I got her. So you dress them all up, and you go to the page back here again and you get all the clothes. So I got her the Around the World one and the Ballerina one. And then I also just got this, just looked cute. So it's a mermaid sticker book, so she gets to put all the mermaids on the different pages. She will love it. So those were most of the activity books, other than a few more dinosaur ones, because we are doing a prehistory unit, which I've talked about a number of times on this channel. So I'm collecting resources for that. So I picked up a mosaic sticker dinosaur book where you have the instructions and then you get the stickers. This looks more challenging. I think my son will love it. So that goes here. And then I got another build your own dinosaur, which I have picked one of these up already, but they liked it so much that I decided just so that they can both have one, since it's for a special unit study that we are doing, is they can have these when I do any reading associated with that prehistory unit. We also picked up the life-size dinosaur book. This one is just so cool. It gives you like life-size ideas. So this is the size of the teeth or the mouth of the Tyrannosaurus. I can't even get it all on the page. And so I think they will love this. I think it just is a cute idea to give them more appropriate ideas of how big some of these things are. So I like that book. That's more of just a reference book. So that's more what I picked up for the dinosaur unit. And then I said I picked up a few math books. And so my son isn't into fractions and decimals yet. I just really enjoy these Lift the Flap books, and I think this is a great way to teach it in just in a very interactive, hands-on way. So here's some of these pages for the fractions and decimals. And then I also picked up multiplying and dividing. When he gets here, which probably this year, or at least the second part of this year, we'll probably start some of that. And so I'm excited for these. So I won't be pulling these out right away. And then adding and subtracting, we'll probably pull this out because that's about where he's at in math. So these are just really fun, and like all the lift laps, you just lift them up and look underneath. We have so many of these. We do enjoy them. So those are the math ones I picked up. And then I just picked up a number of good reference books, and so I picked up the Usborne Science Encyclopedia, even though none of my kids are old enough for this, but my son just loves science, and he loves all these internet links. So I just thought I'd get this because he often asks me questions I don't know the answer to, and so I thought this would be a good thing to have on hand. And then this is one of the new books, I think, from Usborne, is What Happens When You Eat. So it has some, so it talks a little bit about all the different organs, and we are going to do a human body unit this year, probably this fall sometime, and so I thought this would be a really good one. We already have one of their Lift the Flap human body books, so I thought this one would be a fun one to add to our collection. I also picked this one up. I loved it. I got this from the library once, and I just thought it was absolutely stunning and beautiful and just perfect for our nature walks. So we're planning to do probably every other week, do some sort of nature study, nature walk, and if it's snowy out, we might just bust this book out and talk about a few of these things because it's just beautiful. So I was really impressed with this, and I am excited to use this with my kids. And then I picked up, it's another flat book. This one's a weather one. My son's always asking me about weather and how exactly it all works, and so I just thought I would pick up a weather book. We don't have a weather unit study planned or anything like that, but he just likes this kind of stuff. So I picked up this. I picked up a big book of big bugs. We have a number of the big book books, trucks and dinosaurs, and so they already love these books. So I picked up Big Book of Bugs and Big Book of Big Sea Creatures. So these are just wonderful. Just wonderful. They're so beautiful. So anyway, so that's what we got kind of reference book wise. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I did pick up a few things for my twins. They are just loving things like Big Book of Words and things where they can just point and talk the whole time. And so I wanted to get them a few really fun ones. So here's the ABC, here's numbers. We already have the shapes book, so I just thought I would add to what we know for kind of fun little preschool stuff for them this year since they're 2.5, which I think I just said. So there's the ABC one, and then here's the numbers one. And so these are just so beautiful, and I love looking through them. So there's that. And then I got them a couple sticker books. We've never done sticker books with them. I don't know what to expect, but I got the Trucks first sticker book of trucks and first sticker book of diggers. They will love both of these. So those are what I got for the twins. And then the last thing I picked up were 2 little readers. So like I said, we're still in early readers for my son, but I saw some of these books and I just really wanted to check them out. I wanted to see what they looked like inside. I wanted to kind of assess when we would get to this part. So I picked up a Hey Jack and a Billy B. Brown, which are both recommended for after those early readers. So I picked these up, one for my son, one for my daughter. Obviously it'll be a while before she can read that, but I mostly just got them for myself so that I could see what they looked like inside. So, that is what I got. I know that was a lot. I hope you stuck around for all of that, and I will just flip you around and end this video. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff. So thank you for sticking around this long to watch it all. I'm very excited for it all. I hope you saw some new stuff that maybe you haven't seen before. I think they will all be very useful for this year for homeschooling. Usborne is just an amazing company, and they make beautiful things. And like I said, I'm not a consultant. I can link down below if anybody's interested the consultant I used, because she did a wonderful job. She really helped out. The party was wonderful. So if anybody's interested in that, just let me know. Leave a comment, and I will get you hooked up with her. If you love Usborne, please let me know what maybe is your favorite Usborne book, especially for the 6-year-old, 5-year-old season. So please let me know that. Just comment below if you also love Usborne, because what's not to love? So that is what I have for this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was useful to hear about what I'm doing with my son this summer, as well as my awesome stack of new books. So thanks again for stopping by. Please consider liking the video, subscribing if you aren't already subscribed, and if you like this kind of homeschooling content. And I will see you in the next video. So thank you very much. All right, have a good day.